All right, on tonight's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our generative AI course, and we did start the implementation of our Pinecone vector database model. So let's have a look at what we went over tonight. Now, tonight we just did some light note taking, but we did start our imports. We did our installs first, and then we brought over our imports, and then we did a little more things. I will show you exactly what we did, but first let's do some light reading. So now we will start our practical implementation demo. The first thing we're going to do is install our libraries. The first thing we're going to install is the LangChain. Then we are going to install a PyCon client. The next install is going to be the PyPDF. Next is going to be the pip install OpenAI. Next is the library TikTokin. And this is going to be to read over the Pinecone documentation and get a deep understanding of it. We can visit pinecone.io. Now, not only are we going to get a deep understanding of the Pinecone by visiting and getting the documentation from this website, but we're also going to get our API keys, and we need the API keys in order to access or call the Pinecone API model. Now, once all of our libraries are installed, we can import them into our code. So first, let me show you the installs that we actually did. So you see these are here. These are all the installs that we brought over. So you can see we did that successfully. So everything was actually installed. And then we actually imported them into our code. So you can see here is our imports from LangChain. And again, this is the staging area where I'm going to write all the code at. Where I'm actually going to do the project that is going to be over in this one. So you can see here we have the imports here too. So this is where we're going to build the actual code with note taking. Over in this one is going to be the note taking, and where we're going to actually write the code also, so everything will correspond together. Now that's that. Now let me show you the Pinecone website that we went to actually get everything. This is the website right here. You can see we signed up and we created a API key. This is our API key here. It actually comes with the default API key, but we're not going to use the default. We're going to use the one we created. So that's this here. And then also, let me see the indexes. We're actually going to create an index to, I don't know what we're going to use it for just yet, but that's what we stopped at because I didn't want to move too far ahead without having a grasp on everything we did beforehand. So this is what we stopped at. We're going to be creating an index. Now, I did go and click on this button here to load a sample data, and then it gave me a sample code to load. So I guess we can actually play around with this ourselves and see exactly what we can do. You can see here about the data. This curated sample of data includes brief overviews of blockbuster hits from Avatar to Star Wars. Each entry lists their box office revenue, title, release year, and summary of the film's narrative. So it says here that we can actually get hands-on experience with Pinecone by creating an index using sample data. So I just took it upon myself to copy that sample data into our code over here. This is completely out of the has nothing to do with the course. We weren't instructed to do that. It's just something I want to do and try and see if we can get it on our own. So yeah, this is it right here. You see from Pinecone, import Pinecone, serverless spec, and then we had the PC.create index. So the name is sample movies, the dimensions we needed, the metric we needed, and then the rest of the code. So I'm not sure exactly what we do with this. I guess we can ask it questions, or I'm not sure exactly what we can do with this so far with this sample code, but I will dive deeper into and see what we can do on our own outside of the course. Like I said, it seems like I learned more doing things on my own outside of the course and just getting my hands dirty with the work and learning. But of course, I will keep you posted every step of the way. Like I said, tonight was just about getting our imports imported from the installs that we installed and getting everything configured and set up to writing our code and getting everything moving forward. So tomorrow we will pick up, and now everything is imported. We can start actually writing our code and moving forward with building this model. But of course, I will keep you posted every step of the way. But for now, this is the Python Papi. You guys stay Gucci.